Hey guys, and welcome to this week's video. So for the last 2 months I have been doing heart rate training, and this is going to be a video on my results. I'm going to break down each part and I'll leave timestamps in the description below, so if there's something you want to know you can go straight to that part of the video. So first, what did I decide to do the heart rate training on? What type of cardio? Was it weightlifting? What was it? So I decided to start off with doing cardio. Now, I'm not a huge fan of running. I do like the rowing machine and I do like the elliptical machine, but this time I decided to go for the spin bike. The only reason is I really enjoy cycling. There's benefits of cycling, such as it can help for muscle growth on your legs. Not saying the other forms of cardio can't, but for me, I enjoy it a lot more. And I've got a spin bike at home as well as at the gym. So if I can't get to the gym for any reason, I was able to do it at home. So how many days and why? So I started off doing 5 days a week because I thought, oh, it'll be a challenge, it'll be easy. Yeah, I was wrong. I had to drop it down to 4 days a week because my body was too tired, too fatigued, and I wasn't getting any benefit from it because I was just tired and I just couldn't keep up with it. So what I did, the first 2 weeks, I did 5 days a week training of the heart rate training zones. And then the rest of the 6 weeks from that 8-week block, I did 4 days a week. If I did feel a little bit more energized on a day, then what I did is I did an extra session just to make up for obviously only doing 4 days a week. How do you do heart rate training? So for me, I used my Apple Watch. Now, I didn't use the workout app on my Apple Watch. I used an app called Zones. I found this really interesting. Now, with Zones, the free unpaid version, you get 4 zones. But for me, I wanted to make my heart rate a little bit more precise. So I paid for the premium, which was actually pretty cheap. And it was 5 zones. So I was able to choose which zone I wanted and I was able to do that. So I decided to stay in the zone 3, which they also called the fat burning zone. So there's different zones for different things. Zone 1 is basically resting, zone and recovery, and zone 2 is like a light jog and recovery as well. So on days when I felt fatigued or tired, or like I needed to recover after a long workout or martial arts session, I stayed in zone 1 or zone 2. Usually it was zone 2. Zone 1 was a little bit too easy and wasn't much of a challenge, and I do like to challenge myself, so I stayed more in zone 2. On a normal workout day, I stayed in zone 3, which I really enjoyed. One day I did think to myself, why don't I challenge myself? And I jumped from one zone to the other and I did it every 5 minutes, and I was able to do that, which I was really surprised that I was able to do, but really happy at the same time. So how do I work out my max heart rate so I can know what zones my heart rate will be in? So for this, there is a formula which I'll link over here, and I'll have a nice picture here that you guys can use to work out your max heart rate. If you do get the app Zones, now I am not sponsored by them or anything like this. This is just the app I use. It was one that I found really easy to use. Now they will work out your heart rate automatically for you. Obviously, if you are doing heart rate zone training, you do need a Fitbit or an Apple Watch, something like this. I have the Apple Watch, but I do have Fitbits as well. I didn't use my Fitbit for this challenge. I used my Apple Watch. But as I said, I'll link the formula over here and you guys can use that to work out your max heart rate, and that will help you work out what zones you will be in and where you need to keep your heart rate to be in those zones. So the question we all want the answer to, was I able to control my heart rate and how? So the quick answer is yes, I was able to control my heart rate. How did I do this? Not too easy actually. So I tried 3 different things. I tried pedal speed. So I tried going fast or slow with the pedals, but I found the problem is either my heart rate went too high when I was going fast, or it went too low when I was going slower. There was no in between. It was either jumping up or jumping down. So then I decided to change the difficulty on the bike. So I tried a lower one and pedaling faster, and then I tried going harder, so putting the pressure up, and I just found my heart rate went too high because I was pedaling too much or too slow. So neither of those options worked. They both had the same problem. Either my heart rate was too high or it was too low. And when I tried to control, there was just too many big jumps doing that. So I decided to research what ways can other people, when they're doing other things such as walking, maybe weightlifting or hiking or anything like that, can control their heart rate. And I stumbled across Wim Hof. So Wim Hof, if you don't know, he's famous for being the Iceman in the cold and everything like this. But what some people don't know is he has a breathing exercise that helps him deal with the cold and helps him control his heart rate. So I researched how the breathing went, and I applied it to my heart rate training, and that I found worked. Was it easy? It was not easy. It took me about a month to be able to control it and make it a natural thing when I was cycling. When I first started, I would cycle and all I was thinking about was my breathing, making sure my pedal speed was the same, and it was a lot to handle. I had a moment in the gym where I was cycling, working on my breathing, and someone came to talk to me. I looked over, started talking, obviously not concentrating on my breathing. My pedal speed was the same and my heart rate went through the roof. But as soon as I came back, started doing my breathing, and my heart rate went back down to where it should be. So I learned that controlling my breathing helped me control my heart rate. So I was able to, in the end, be able to get my heart rate between 146 and 147. So between 1 or 2 beats per minute, I was able to control my heart rate using the Wim Hof method of breathing. Benefits and cons of the heart rate zone training. So for me, I didn't find many cons. Benefits, I found that I was able to control my heart rate. So this helped me within obviously my cycling, but also my weightlifting, my martial art, and in daily life. Like if I was getting overwhelmed or something like this, I just came back to the breathing method I had found, and that helped me control my heart rate, lower, and help center myself. So I found that as a huge benefit. My cardiovascular health went through the roof as well. Cons of the heart rate training, I would say, is not really a con, but what I found at the beginning is I didn't recover very well, and that for me was a big problem. Because of my weightlifting, martial arts and stuff, I was very tired and I didn't have the energy to do those sort of things. But as I got more used to the heart rate training and I was able to control my heart rate a little bit more, I was able to stay in a recovery zone. So I was able to recover quicker, and I would say in the end, the con turned into a pro, because even after a leg day when I'm tired, I was able to do cycling and help recover my legs, keeping that blood flowing around the body to help the recovery. What was my diet like? So I decided to maintain or body recomp, whatever you want to call it, while I was doing this. So I ate, on a rest day, I ate lower than my maintenance calories, so about 2100, and then on my workout days where I did my heart rate training and my gym and my martial arts, I had 2700 calories. So in a week I averaged out to be maintenance every day. I just felt like on my rest day I didn't need to eat as much, so why waste those calories when on a workout day I needed more food because I was tired and I needed to recover. So my diet was very simple. I kept my protein high, carbs were high, fats were, I would say, low to medium. I prefer my carbs rather than my fats. And yeah, so that was my diet. 2700 on a workout day when I was doing heart rate training, martial arts and my gym. And then on a rest day, it was 2100 calories. my physique. So what I will do is I will have a picture here and one over here. So this will be my before, this will be my after, and you can see the difference between when I started and I finished. Now, granted, what did happen is I did start this challenge when gyms in England weren't open, and then I finished when they were open. So I was eating more food because I wasn't recovering quicker because I hadn't worked out for a while. So my weight did go up. It was 69.5 kilos and now I'm 72 kilos. So my measurements I'll put on the screen as well, after over here and before over here. As you can see, there is a slight difference. That won't only be the heart rate training, but that's also because of the weightlifting and everything like that. But I did find I felt better in myself, I felt better in my physique, and I just felt more energetic at the end of the day as well. Last part, guys, will I keep doing it again? Yes, I will keep doing heart rate training. I probably will keep it at 4 times a week after my gym session every time, because I did find it was a nice way to recover from a leg day. And also it just helps to burn a few more calories, and I felt like being able to control my heart rate helped me in other areas of my life, such as if I got a little bit of anxiety, if I got overwhelmed, or if I was just having one of those days where I'm just all over the place. I was able to take a minute, sit down, work on my breathing that I used for my heart rate zone training. So I'm not saying I jump on the bike and do the heart rate zone training. I just use what I learned from doing the heart rate zone training to help me in that aspect. So 100% I would keep doing this. Guys, thanks for watching the video. I appreciate it. If you liked it, give it a like. If you're not subscribed, why not? I know I'm new, I'm joking. Subscribe if you enjoyed the video as well. There'll be weekly uploads. Every Monday there'll be a video coming up, and it'll be challenges and other things. Look at my intro video and that will tell you what I am going to post and what sort of challenges I'll be doing and what this channel's about. If you have any questions about this video, please leave a comment below. And if you don't want to leave a comment, by all means DM me. I'll link my Instagram, Facebook page as well on here. So if you don't want your comment to be in public, by all means DM me there and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Guys, thank you for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you next week.